Test 1 2 3. I think I record. Hi guys, welcome to another Blender tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how you can create some procedural landscapes shapes from the plane. It's very simple. We're gonna use displacement modifier and we're gonna dive in a little bit more to the clouds on the settings. I'm gonna show you, maybe you are a beginner. I need content, guys. My PC is break basically, and I record those tutorials in my uncle's apartment, and basically I don't have time to figure out stuff, to be honest, some procedural complicated stuff. So I'm gonna buy a new PC and I'm gonna record cool tutorials, so stay tuned for that. So basically I'm gonna just select my cube by the left click X and delete, Shift A on the mesh. I'm gonna choose plane S and move the mouse to make it bigger. We're gonna click tab to go to the edit mode, right click and choose subdivide. Open right here this window, and we're gonna subdivide this by 100 times and click enter, and once again click tab to go to the object mode. Now of course select your plane and go right here on this tab, on this icon, and we're gonna select right here displacement, displace. Moving up, yes, the plane, just click new right here and just click right here on this icon if you are a beginner, and we're gonna select not image or movie, but we're gonna select clouds. As you can see, this already creates some kind of landscape shapes, as you can see, yes, and you have more options. I dive in more in the displacement modifier tutorial, but we're gonna right here change the noise, and I'm gonna show you what kind of noise have different effect. So basically this texture transports basically to this fucking plane, yes, if that makes sense. And you have this size of this fucking landscape, yes, you can create very, if you're gonna just play on the size, but don't play like 0, because you're gonna have this kind of fucking effect, like some kind of grass or maybe, I don't know, pigs. This is not good from the landscape. So I think from the 0.2 to the basically 1, you have good type of landscape, yes, settings on the first one right here on the Blender original, yes, and you have type of the soft and hard right here, and this basically just changing the texture a little bit, yes, and you have this kind of fucking peaks, and you can change right here on the size to create a different kind of landscapes, yes, using just this one fucking settings. But you can change this of course to the color to have a little bit less effect on this fucking texture, if that makes sense. And you can of course open the color and bring the values down, some kind of colors, yes, as you can see, and crop some kind of colors up if you want right here on this RGB settings. And on the contrast of course and brightness, basically you just move in right here, yes, around to create some kind of cool effect. So this cloud stuff, basically it's cool to create some kind of landscapes, and I'm gonna show you another original pairing is pretty good to create, and I'm gonna change not to color but to right here grayscale to have black and white. So this original whatever Perlin or whatever it's called, and I'm gonna change this to soft. It's very cool to create to some kind of landscapes, yes. So this cloud effect, only the I'm gonna tell the cell noise, basically this creates this kind of cubes, but if you're gonna just change this to the heart and to the color, and you're gonna play right here to the depth, you have this kind of effect a little bit on the landscape. So you can change those of course to adjust the depth on the fucking texture to have a little bit, like you see, this kind of breaking effect, not only cubes, if that makes sense, yes. And you can create landscapes from this too if you want, very strange landscapes, as you can see. But basically this cell noise using is for the fucking cities, yes, or whatever. Very simple stuff. So I want to show you another, of course, improving Perlin, and I'm gonna just adjust the depth because we don't need this kind of value, just to show you. You can create another landscapes, and basically if you have Blender kit, just go to the edit preferences, and all the add-ons, just search for the kit, Blender kit online, just select, and right here choose save preferences, and right here you can select right here materials, and you can basically select some kind of snow or whatever material, and you can adjust the texture to this fucking plane, yes, if you want to create some kind of landscapes, yes, with the texture, and of course. So right here, this improving is good. This Vanoi, it's good to create different kind of shapes, yes. So as you can see, this give me this fucking effect, and I can scale this texture, yes. So this basically transport to this fucking plane. I hope you get it. I need content, guys, okay? I record these shitty tutorials. So yeah, that's it. This Vanoi 2 have a similar effect, as you can see. Yes, similar basically shapes. This very rocky kind of mountains or whatever. Vanoi 3, it's almost the same, yes. Vanoi 4 is kind of cool too. So this Vanoi texture is pretty good to create some kind of very rocky kind of shapes, yes, on the depth to the 0, as you can see, yes. If I'm gonna just adjust the depth to the fucking 50, I have more kind of broken shapes, if that makes sense. Fuck this tutorial. And Vanoi 1 to 2, of course, you have this kind of texture. It's very good to create some kind of mountains with this Vanoi 2 for F2, F1, whatever, fuck my English. Yeah, you have the basic, as you can see, you can create this kind of mountains, and right here. This is very good. And of course, Vanoi, this is some kind of not mountains, but very strange, I don't know, some kind of sci-fi ground, if that makes sense, with the space. Or maybe, if I'm gonna just adjust the scale right here, and go to the right here material sub, and I have the strength value, I can bring those bumps basically with the strength lower, yes. So this is good too, yes, to create this kind of landscape shapes, if that makes sense. Whatever effect you looking for, yes. So basically the clouds right here modifier is very good with the displacement right here on this icon. Just click right here and you have the clouds, and almost all the settings right here to the Vanoi, right here to the blender, to the cell noise, almost the cell noise. Like I said, this is very basic cubes kind of shapes, yes, but gives pretty good effect. As you can see, I'm just bringing the depth, and this is very cubical kind of shapes. Almost all from the Vanoi crackle or whatever. Yeah, this is very like some kind of strange landscape. Almost all this fucking value give pretty good to create some procedural landscapes in Blender. I know this is fucking shitty tutorial, guys, but like I said, my PC is broken. I don't have time. I just, you know, came to my uncle's apartment and I record this in 5 minutes because I don't have time. I have work to do, so whatever. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm sorry, waiting for a good content because it's coming out. I'm gonna buy a new PC, so yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. See you on the next video. Use this, like I said, displacement, like on the beginning of the fucking tutorial, right here, displacement. And if you want to create some very fast procedural shapes or procedural landscapes, use clouds. Clouds, it's very good. And just adjust the scale, and of course right here the skies, the strength, and right here you can adjust this size right here, yes, to create very cool stuff using this fucking stuff. This is too much, I think. Oh, this is pretty good. Thank you for watching. Shitty tutorial, I know, the worst tutorial ever. See you on the next video.